Journalism with public interest and integrity in mind. By the students, for the students. You're watching RAM TV News.
Good day and welcome back to RAM TV. I'm Katie Scholl and let's take a look at what's going on around campus. We get to hear about the Burmese Student Association and the activities they have during the school year from Yumiko Winden.
Hello, this is Yumiko with RAM TV. Please come with me to learn more about Burmese Student Association BSA. Burmese Student Association BSA is a welcoming and comforting environment that supports and advocates for the Burmese students, international students, and those who feel far from home. BSA aims to spread awareness of Burmese culture and tradition. They host food nights in the fall, camping trips during the breaks, and movie nights throughout the year. The upcoming movie night will be held around March, and film enthusiasts are greatly encouraged to take this opportunity so that they could observe the difference between Burmese movies and Hollywood movies. Here is President of BSA Daniela Gauzan has to say about the expectation of BSA.
My expectations for this organization is that one day it would grow to be a major part of the community here at Angelo State, where students are able to find out more and more about the country of Myanmar and the beautiful things it has to offer, and someday feel encouraged to go visit our country when they have the opportunity.
Burmese Traditional Festival, which is a water festival, will be held on April 11th. If you would like to join or know more about BSA, please contact Daniela Gauzan via email danielgauzan@gmail.com. This has been Yumiko with RAM TV. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
Thanks, Yumi. Wear Yellow Day is a stalking awareness and prevention event. This event is being held to promote awareness and prevention in an effort to end stalking. Join the Office of the Title IX Compliance in observance of Wear Yellow Day on Tuesday, March 10th. The event will be held in the Houston Hart University Center Multicultural Lobby from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and will include giveaways, awareness ribbon stickers, and other interactive activities. Other community and ASU organizations will be present. After the break, we'll have Dr. Eric Posada, the Director of Choral Activities, tell us more about the upcoming inaugural scholarship concert. Welcome back, RAM Fam. We are here today with Dr. Eric Posada, the Director of Choral Activities. Dr. Posada, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Of course, we're very excited. So first, will you tell us a little bit about what this concert is?
Sure. So it's the inaugural scholarship concert. It'll be a collaboration between the Angelo State Choirs, the Angelo State Symphony, and the San Angelo Chorus.
Awesome. And so what motivated the decision to unite the symphony orchestra and the choirs for this concert?
Sure. Well, we've been fortunate to collaborate multiple times over the past 5 years. And most recently, last fall, we collaborated for a major work called Creation. And that was a resounding success for us. So I knew that when I had this crazy idea last spring, I thought, well, I want to reach out to the orchestra, get all the choirs involved, and see if we can put on a major production that would be student-centered. So it's by the students, and it will ultimately benefit the students. So the best way to do that is to bring everyone together for a big old scholarship concert.
Right. So will you go into a little bit about why y'all chose the pieces that you've chosen?
Sure. So I was fortunate back in my day when I went to Texas Tech, I was an undergraduate, that annually we had a scholarship concert every year to provide scholarships for students. So when we did that, it was usually a major work, something big by a well-known composer, whether it was Mozart or Brahms or Beethoven, someone. It was a big old major work, like I mentioned. So I knew that we needed to put something together where all students could be either singing or playing at the same time. So that for this scholarship concert is a Requiem by Gabriel Fauré. A Requiem, for those that don't know, is a mass for the dead. So it honors those that have passed on. Many different composers interpret that differently. Some of them it's like fire and brimstone and fear, while others it's more of a joyful deliverance, which is the case with the Fauré Requiem. On the first half of the concert, the orchestra will feature the concerto competition winners, which are Nikki Garcia and Dirk Ross. So they'll be singing with the orchestra, performing, and then the second half will feature a couple of choral pieces, and then we'll conclude with the 40-minute requiem.
Perfect. So what does this opportunity mean for students who will get to play at this concert?
Well, it's another opportunity for them to come together and create an opportunity to not only play but also sing together. So that's not always offered at the high school level, or many high schools, due to resources, whether they have an orchestra program, whether the choir program is large or small. So this is an opportunity for those that have never experienced it to experience that perhaps for the very first time. In addition, the whole purpose of this is to create more scholarships for these students that are already here performing, singing, and enjoying music.
Right. And so why should the community come out to this event, and when and where will it be held?
Sure. Well, all proceeds go back to music scholarships, vocal scholarships, and string scholarships as well. So the more folks that come out and support that, hopefully the more money we will make to give back. The concert takes place on Thursday, March 12th at the Murphy Performance Hall downtown, and it begins at 7 p.m. In order to purchase tickets, you must visit either sanangelochorus.org or sanangelopac.org, and it will direct you to purchase tickets. I believe it's $18 for adults and then $14 for students, veterans, and senior citizens.
Perfect. Well, Dr. Posada, thank you so much for joining us today. Up next, we have Jesslyn Juanillo with the latest in entertainment.
Hello, Rim Fam. The Title IX office will be giving away free floats at the University Center soon. Every organization on campus does float Thursdays to promote their organizations. This week is a Title IX, talking about the resources the office can give you if you're in a complicated situation with another person on campus or any other problems you might need help with. Come by and get a free float with the Title IX company. Also, this spring semester, Centennial Village will be hosting a karaoke night this week. March 10th at 7 p.m., refreshments will be included, so come on by and sing a song of your liking. That's all, Ram Fam. See you next time.
Thanks, Jesslyn. Join the Laura W. Bush Institute for an engaging lunch and learn on Tuesday, March 10th. Join a complimentary lunch while hearing from two of our very own Angelo State University experts. The event will include a presentation, Mars, Venus, and the Cardiac Plot Twist, a discussion of exploring the differences in heart health between men and women, and friends and family CPR training. This hands-on session will equip attendees with basic skills and confidence and to respond in any emergency situation. The event will be held in the LeGrand Alumni and Visitor Center from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. and is free to attend. Now let's take a look at our 5-day weather forecast. On Monday, there'll be a high of 82 and a low of 65, very windy with cloudy skies. On Tuesday, a high of 80 and a low of 56, scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the week. On Wednesday, a high of 76 and a low of 42. On Thursday, there'll be a high of 72 and a low of 49. And Friday, a high of 86 and a low of 55, with mostly sunny and clear skies from Wednesday through Friday. After the break, we go to Kate Hinojosa with all things ASU Sports.
What's up, Ram Fam? Let's take a look at what's going on in ASU sports. We begin with the Rambells tennis team, who remain undefeated after winning 2 games over the weekend with 2 wins of 6-1, bringing them to a 9-0 overall. The Rams and Rambells track and field teams finished 3rd following the conclusion of the Lone Star Conference Indoor Championship in New Mexico on Saturday. The Rams baseball team had a phenomenal weekend in San Antonio, winning all 4 games against St. Mary's over the weekend, bringing them to a 14-4 overall. Meanwhile, back at home, the Rambells softball team celebrated their own success, winning all 4 games played against Texas A&M and Kingsville Friday and Sunday, bringing them to a 19-4 overall. And lastly, the Rams and Rambells basketball teams both lost their matches against Eastern New Mexico, ending the Rams season with a 17-4 overall, while the Rambells ended their regular season 15-11, but secured their spot in the Lone Star Conference beginning this weekend. Next, we go to Aubrey Aguilar, who gives us a deeper look into the head softball coach's Travis Scott.
Hello, this is Aubrey Aguilar with Ram TV, and come with me as I learn more about head softball coach Travis Scott. I had the opportunity to speak with the head softball coach Travis Scott about his 23 years as a coach. When asked if he enjoys his experience as a coach at ASU, he shared how much the role means to him.
No, it's a good place to work and good facilities and just good community and good people here, yeah.
His passion for the sport is clear as he talks about his favorite part of being a coach.
You know, I just love to compete. I love the sport, baseball, softball, and you know, I played it in college, and when I graduated college, there was just no way I could get away from it. So, you know, coaching profession doesn't make you rich, but you know, it makes you rich on the inside. And I've enjoyed my time doing this.
He then reminisces about his first day on the job.
Playing catch up because I got hired late in the summer, so it was getting to know the current players really quick, trying to figure out budgets and all that kind of stuff really quick because school was about to start in 2 weeks. So it was kind of fast and furious for me.
He describes his motivation for becoming a coach.
Again, just as a player, you know, I played athletics all my life. My uncle was a coach, my stepdad was a coach, and so I just grew up in the basketball gym or on the baseball field, and was fortunate enough to play college baseball. And when I graduated again, I just couldn't. I didn't want to get away from the competitive part of it, and dang sure didn't go to work a job from 9 to 5 for a living.
And then shares words of advice for those that are interested in one day entering the profession.
Better learn some patience. You better learn how to treat people correctly and be nice, and you know, just do the right thing. And that's the best advice I can give, is just be a good human being and treat people the way you would want your own children treated.
This has been Aubrey Aguilar with Ram TV. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, Aubrey. Now let's take a look at everything coming up in ASU sports. The Rambells tennis team will be home this weekend as they go against Central Oklahoma on Saturday. The Rams and Rambells track and field teams will be competing in the blue and gold battle in Kingsville on Friday. The Rams baseball team will be home as they host Lubbock Christian in a 4-game match Friday through Sunday, while the Rambells softball team will also be home as they play 2 games against UT Tyler on Friday and 2 games against Texas Women's University on Sunday. And finally, the Rambells basketball team will be traveling to Frisco to compete against UT Tyler in the first Lone Star Conference game. That's everything in ASU sports. Inside of the Meyer Museum is the constructed landscape by Anthony Wright. To tell us more about it is Ruby Dang.
Hi Ram fam, I'm Ruby from Ram TV. Come with me to see what's going on at Meyer Museum with constructed landscape works by Anthony Wright exhibit.
Anthony Wright is a Fort Worth artist who creates abstract sculptures inspired by landscapes and architecture. His work has been shown across the country and abroad, and now they are here at Meyer Museum. Wright's work ranges from small tabletop pieces to large-scale installations.
Anthony Wright is definitely a contemporary artist who is working in the vein of what we refer to as constructivism. It's one of the major overpowering movements of art in the 20th century. And he is definitely within the realm of doing the construction process. One thing that's really noticeable in the work is not only this unique relationship that the audience has with the work, but also it's not just a 3-dimensional show. It's a 2-dimensional show as well. And you can really see the relation that 2D or graphics and drawing have with the 3D work.
The exhibit is open from 3rd March 2026 to 13 March 2026. If you want to know more about his work, come and see them at Meyer Museum now.
This is Ruby from Ram TV. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Ruby. The ASU Handball Club won 3 individual national titles and placed 4th in the combined open standings at the recent 73rd U.S. Handball Association National Collegiate Championships at the U.S. National Handball Center in St. Louis, Missouri. The ASU team placed 4th overall in the combined open division, with the ASU women's team taking 4th place in the women's open division and the ASU men's team placing 4th in the men's open division. ASU also set several new team records at the tournament, and the ASU men's and women's team each posted their highest ever points totaling at nationals, leading to the ASU highest ever combined in total. Well, that's it for this week's news. My name is Katie Scholl. For more Ram TV content, you can visit Ram TV's YouTube channel by looking up Ram Media. Thank you for watching, and have a great week.